The 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Mostert headed right. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Tagovailoa to throw. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets get the football back after returning this to the 15-yard line. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They go right back to Hall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And it's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. Kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. Sanders all set to send it away. good. Starting field position from the 30. Drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's Rogers. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete. No look on his first look of the game, so it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Rogers. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off. Are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Tua looking to throw. Hauled in by Waddle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's got Smith. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Sanders all set to send it away. He'll take this at the 10. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got a man over the middle, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Rodgers. open receiver caught.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. They'll try and punch it in. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Rodgers will look to throw. And the defender comes away with it. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins take possession of the football.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
To go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Going right back to Mostert. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Tua. That's caught for the first. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Miami.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage is really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
To throw, Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Mostert. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. They get 35 out of that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Dolphins. With it, 1st and 10. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. They don't get anything on first, and now they face 2nd and 15.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 15. Taken in by Smith. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Rifles it, and it's caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Takes the handoff, now to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They'll send him up the middle. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with a loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Sanders all set to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Looking right, and he finds it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on first. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw. Up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running And the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. Got a man, coverage lost him, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. Tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Rodgers set to pass. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
He's going deep to the left side. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll try it right with Mostert. And he found some running room for a nice gain. first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Has the connection to Smite. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it'll be first down Miami.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Beckham, the motion man here. Here we go. 2nd and very long. To the sideline, and it is caught. It's brought down a little short. No, that's what they do. Give him the 10-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Tagovailoa to throw. Able to get it to Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got his man complete. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Beckham there to grab it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Lays out left side and gets it. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First and 10 from the 41. Tagovailoa back to throw. This finds Mostert. And this one does not go far. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 16-point ball game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return.
At their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Hall with the 1st and still going. Has room down the left sideline. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a small chunk off that lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Mostert. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
44, ready.
To throw, Tunga Vailoa. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Ball takes it straight ahead. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more. They know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Looking to throw it. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
To throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Jets take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Now to throw. Conklin brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Throwing now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up 2nd down. This is Hall. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield. A back who can show off his wheels.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
And quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins nearly take it back for a pick six, but he's stopped at the very last moment.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
And they'll kneel it down.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.